In 2023, one of the largest Roblox developers went to the Roblox developer conference and got himself arrested and publicly humiliated.
SimBuilder's fighting the cops. SimBuilder's fighting the police.
Shortly after, his account was completely terminated and his reputation was destroyed. However, nearly 2 years after the incident, he's finally responded and explained his side of the story. And he also announced plans to sue Roblox. But before we get into this, make sure to like this video and comment down below what you guys want to see me talk about next. Now let's go back to the very start, the creation of SimBuilder. Now SimBuilder joined Roblox on September 19th, 2008, which is literally like 17 years ago, which is absolutely insane. However, SimBuilder mainly played games and he didn't really do much before creating his own game called Vehicle Simulator in 2014. Over time and over the next 5 to 7 years, Vehicle Simulator grew to being one of the most popular games on the platform. The game was even partnered with Roblox for official events and ended up garnering over 600 million visits in its time on the platform. It's considered by many to be a very nostalgic game. Even myself, I used to play this game a ton, and it was one of the most popular games on the platform for many years. However, by 2020, the game was slowly dying out as it began to have more and more bugs and glitches, and SimBuilder seemed to have moved on from it. As this game died, SimBuilder became more popular, but not for a very good reason. SimBuilder became more popular for his weird creations that many people did not understand. SimBuilder by all means was a very skilled developer, except it seems like his mind functions a little bit differently than most. On September 1st, 2023, SimBuilder posted this picture right here. This is what he calls his vision, basically the way that he structured his thoughts in Roblox. I mean, it's extremely complicated and there's many different images which I'll put on screen right now which you guys can take a look at, but it's extremely hard to decipher for anyone who is in SimBuilder. And one of his last posts of this place is from September 1st of 2023, where SimBuilder says, "I'm literally working on an AI that will be able to take microphone input and create games. Yes, I've gone mad, a mad scientist." This was one of SimBuilder's last posts for a very long time. That is because just about a week later, a Roblox event called RDC, the Roblox Developer Conference, began to occur. This was an invite-only event where popular and well-known Roblox developers could go there to watch Roblox speak in person, meet other developers, and overall have a fun thing and, a convention or sort of conference thing. Reportedly, SimBuilder was not invited to this event. However, on September 9th of 2023, he decided to show up anyways. At the same time SimBuilder was around the area, there were posts on Twitter by an anonymous account, which I will not show images of here, basically giving threats to the event, which started to go viral and got a lot of attention. YouTubers were making videos talking about it in streams, many people were tweeting it, retweeting it, and bringing a ton of attention to this, meaning that Roblox was seeing what was going on and were on extremely high alert. So with police stationed outside of the event, SimBuilder tried to enter without an invite and was pushed away by security, and the police tried to escort him away, but it seems like he pushed them, fought them, and tried to get them away, which resulted in SimBuilder getting arrested and booked in the San Francisco Sheriff's Office on charges involving concealment of a firearm inside of a motor vehicle and possession of a high-capacity magazine. SimBuilder was then arrested for 1 whole year, because apparently SimBuilder actually had a weapon in his car, and some people thought that he may have been planning to have it at the event, but he didn't bring it in with him, and it most likely was just there for his own safety, as he isn't originally from California where it's illegal, he is from a state where it is allowed. However, this was illegal in California, meaning he was booked and he was in prison for over a year, and he was in prison for exactly a year. My man SimBuilder went into the clanker, bro. He really did his time, bro. Respect. Anyways, but when he came out, he started his post again on Twitter, and many people honestly had forgiven him or at least moved on from what he did. But as it's been about 4 months since SimBuilder returned, nobody was actually sure what his story was and what exactly happened to him. It seems like he's been building some stuff over time though, started some new projects, and I mean this stuff he's been making looks pretty insane. However, his main account is still banned, so nobody's exactly sure what account he's on right now, and since Roblox has terminated him, his Vehicle Simulator game has gone down the drain. Now, cut to Friday, February 21st, 2025, just a day or two ago. SimBuilder posted a 4-minute and 30-second long video addressing the allegations about RDC 2023, and in this video, he explains his entire position. And before we watch that, let me just run you by quickly exactly what happened, so we can just have a recap and hear his side, but let's just hear what the basic facts are. Basically, SimBuilder showed up at the event, and it seems like he wasn't invited or not allowed to enter. SimBuilder was then escorted away by security, which escalated when he started to attack police officers. Police officers arrested him, held him in jail for a year, his Roblox account was banned, his game stayed public but he could not get any of the revenue because of his banned account, and then SimBuilder has returned and given us a response. So in this SimBuilder response, he talks about a lot of things, and I'm going to summarize it fairly quickly. First thing he says right off the bat is that he was actually invited to RDC 2023. He wasn't banned from it or he wasn't kicked out. He says that he was invited to the event, which isn't even that surprising because he has been at the events before in the past. He was at RDC 2022, so I'm not really surprised that he was invited to the event.
First and foremost, I was invited to RDC 23. However, I arrived a day late without a lanyard. When I got there, I tried to show security who I was, providing proof of my account and identity.
So he tried to prove his identity because he didn't have the proper stuff to get in, a proper ticket or lanyard, and then security found the firearm in his vehicle, which was basically just a little gun which he kept on him for security or something. So he had this on him and he didn't know it was illegal, but they basically security called the police on him, which tried to apprehend him. And in the replies he says many are falsely claiming I hit or punched punched the police, it is false. I was never charged with any assault to any officer, and I have great respect for our well-trained police officers. And the YouTuber Schlep actually replied saying, actual question, why did you punch the cops? And SimBuilder says, I called the police on security and they cornered me after I refused to leave. I was seriously injured and it took weeks for me to recover from police brutality. The cops are not your friend. Stay away from them if you can help it. Schlep then responds again. He says, refusing to leave from a private event is trespassing. They were most likely trying to arrest you and then you assaulted them. I agree with you on the open carry stuff, but that was just straight wrong. SimBuilder says, I never hit them. It was not trespassing. I was in a public commercial area. I did nothing wrong, bro. And then Schlep basically says that he was swinging his arms at the cops. And if you were to watch the video, it does kind of look like he's resisting arrest. Like if we watch it in slow-mo, you guys can see him pulling away, pushing away, and it seems like he's moving his arms like that. See, he's got his arms up, and it seems like he got pushed to the ground right there. And it was quite a mess, to be honest. Like that was a huge mess, and I understand why he was probably hurt for a little while after that. It looks like he has like 4 or 5 officers just on him entirely trying to hold him away to stop him resisting. And I'll be honest, say what you will, but it does really look like he was resisting arrest here. And then SimBuilder responds again. He says, I was never trespassing. I was in public property and I never forced my way in. I was never charged for trespassing. The police tried to attack me even though I was on public property just because I wasn't leaving. I stood there respectfully on public property until the police showed up, who I called, and then they sided with the security and rushed me and took my phone. He was calling police on the phone before the arrest, and apparently he said to the security guard he was calling David Bazooki to let him into the event, but instead he was calling the police. But anyways, this video does have him responding to most of the stuff, and obviously it just really is kind of words at this point. I'm not saying he's wrong or I'm saying he's right. He's literally just kind of saying things, and these could be true or false, but he was in fact not charged for assault. It just seems like he was charged for like concealing the firearm and trying to get in the event and like various things like that. And basically after SimBuilder was in jail, SimBuilder basically says that Roblox took advantage of his situation of him being in jail and away from the platform to terminate his account, cutting him off of his access to his money that he was making from the game and all that stuff, which was his main source of income, I believe.
While I was locked away, Roblox took advantage of my absence to ban my account and strip me of my game and revenue from Vehicle Simulator, which is a company asset of Summit Studios. And this was clear overreach and an abuse of power. Let me be very clear. I did not violate Roblox's terms of service in any way. I was wrongfully banned while I was incarcerated, and Roblox is unfairly punishing me, taking away what I built.
He then says this and demands that Roblox unbans his account, or, well, you can hear it right here.
I am demanding that Roblox unban my account and return my game assets to me. If they fail to do so, or if they fail to disclose my studio hours, I will be pursuing legal action against Roblox for wrongful termination, IP theft, fraud, and damages caused by their decision to ban me unjustly.
So yeah, basically, at some point, if they don't give his stuff back, they don't unban his account, he will be pursuing stuff against Roblox. It seems like this could escalate quite quickly, and honestly, in my opinion, I do not think SimBuilder deserves to be banned forever from Roblox, like a permaban. Dude, I actually enjoyed his game, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but realistically, he probably should have been banned for like a year, maybe, like same as his jail sentence or something like that. He didn't really do anything specifically bad and like wrong on Roblox, besides being not smart. I mean, it was pretty dumb of him to like, you know, resist the cops, which you could kind of see in that video, and it was pretty dumb of him to like bring a firearm with him into California, not being aware of the laws, because you know you always got to be careful that you're following like the laws, like with especially with stuff like firearms, and then trying to enter the event without like a lanyard and arriving a day late and stuff like that. All of that stuff put him into a really bad position. So I don't think he's innocent. I don't think he did a like smart stuff. I don't think what he did was very smart, but in my opinion, I do not think he deserves to be banned forever. I think this stuff should be returned to him maybe on a new account or something like that, and then maybe Roblox punishes him for like a different amount, like a year or something like that. I mean, he's already been banned for over a year. But yeah, I do want to know what you guys think, so please do comment down below. I mean, this is a really interesting situation, and SimBuilder, if you're watching this video, please do contact me. You know, I'd love to get you on for an interview at some point. It'd be really interesting to hear more about your side of this. Either way, do not harass the people mentioned in this video. Obviously, I'm just spreading information. But anyways, take care.